Hello everyone. Today we'll be continuing with the medicinal plants of Northeast India that has initially started a day before. So we will cover up the remaining portion of the diseases that we talked about and the plants used to treat them. So like I said, there is a rich biodiversity because the northeast part of India comes under the lower lower range of the lower Himalayan range, and the diversity of medicinal plants and the diversity in the therapeutic practices by the different tribal communities and indigenous communities of the different states. Uh, because of this, there is a huge diversity in the practices. So these are some of the diseases we talked about, and in the earlier class we have discussed half of it and half we will discuss today. So the first one today we will start with kidney stone problems. So the common or important causes of kidney stone include dehydration, uh, certain diets with very high salt, sugar, or protein. It can be due to obesity, digestive diseases, and surgery. And there can be certain dietary supplements and medications which can lead to kidney problems, kidney stone problem. So let's see the plants that are used to get relief from kidney stone problem. The first one here is Allium hookery. This plant has been used multiple times for different medicinal purposes. Here we are using the leaves again. So the leaf is boiled with rock sugar and taken orally before meal, and this can get relief from kidney stones. So this should be taken for a long period of time. So the next plant is Alpinia nigra, belonging to the family Gingiberaceae. So the rhizome are used here. So the rhizome is boiled and crushed and taken orally against kidney stone problems. So this can get relief from kidney uh, stone pain. So the next plant is Xylosma longifolia from the family Salicaceae. The leaf is used here. So the leaf is boiled and taken, the decoction is taken to get relief from the kidney stone problem. So the next plant here is Arborea carambola, or generally the star fruit. In many places it is considered a star fruit. This is from the family Oxalidaceae. Here the leaves are used and the leaf decoction mixed with rock sugar. It is taken orally against kidney stone problem. So now we will discuss some of the causes that lead to piles. So the causes include chronic constipation, chronic diarrhea, lifting heavy weights or straining when passing stool. These are some of the common causes which lead to piles. So let's discuss about the plants that are used for treating piles. The first one is Melia azederes from the family Meliaceae. This plant looks similar like a neem plant. Here the bark is used, and how people use is the bark decoction is made, and a slightly hot decoction is uh, uh, put in a tub, and the person uh, who is affected can be allowed to sit on it. So that way, if this is done in a long term, he or she can get relief from the pile problem. The next plant is Oroxylum indicum from the family Begoniaceae. So here the fruit is used. The fruits are cooked, and it can be also cooked as vegetables. So they are cooked and eaten to get relief from piles. So the next plant is Pederia foetida from the family Rubiaceae. So here the fresh leaves can be eaten, or on the other hand, the decoction of the leaves can be taken orally to get relief from piles. So now we will discuss about toothache. So some of the common causes of toothache includes cavity, abscessed tooth, cracked tooth, and then gum diseases, damaged dental restoration. So these are the common causes that led to the toothache problem. There can be other reasons also, but these are very common. And let's see what are the plants that can be used to get relief from toothache. The first one here is Casanus casan from the family of Fabaceae. So here the leaves are used. So what people do is the fresh leaves are pounded and they can be applied to the affected area. So this helps to get relief from toothache. The next plant is Jatropha curcus from the family Euphorbiaceae. Here the latex is used. So what people do is the latex is applied to the affected area to get relief from toothache. So let's talk about urinary tract infection. Some of the common causes of urinary tract infection, they can be due to bacterial infection, or due to pregnancy, uh, bacterial infection during pregnancy, or kidney stone problem, enlarged prostate, constipation in children, not having enough fluids, not keeping the genital area clean. So these are some of the common uh, causes that led to the urinary tract infection. So let's see the plants used in treatment of urinary tract infection. Here again the Allium hookery is used. You can see how many times or multiple times this plant is used for different purposes or of medicinal uses. So here again this is from family Amaryllidaceae. The leaves are boiled with rock sugar. The way to take the plant is almost in every uses is common, and it is taken orally. So it is taken before meal against the urinary tract infection. The next plant is Capsula bursa pastoris. This is from the family Brassicaceae. Here not just the leaf, not just the flower, but the whole plant is taken. The whole plant can be pounded and applied to the affected area. So this helps the person to get relief from the urinary tract infection. This is Thesis discolor from the family Vitaceae. Here leaves are used. So the decoction of the leaves is taken orally to get relief from the urinary tract infection. So let's talk about some of the causes that leads to jaundice. Some of the important causes include acute inflammation of liver, inflammation of the bile duct, obstruction of the bile duct, hemolytic anemia. So these are some of the common causes of jaundice. So let's see some of the plants. The first one here is Mellotria purpusilla from the family Cucurbitaceae. Here the whole plant is used. The decoction of the whole plant is taken orally uh, against jaundice. So the next plant is Pavetta indica from the family Rubiaceae. Here the leaves are used. What people do is the decoction of the leaf is taken orally for the treatment of jaundice. The next plant is Amaranthus viridis from the family Amaranthaceae. Here the roots are used. So The roots are crushed and allowed to soak in water with rock sugar for about an hour, and this is taken orally. So this can get rid from, or this can be used in the treatment of jaundice. The next plant is Artocarpus lechuca from the family Moraceae. So the bark is used for this purpose. The bark is allowed to soak in water and it is taken orally. So that way it is used for the treatment of jaundice. The next disease that we will talk about is skin diseases. So important causes of skin diseases include or due to bacteria, viruses, fungal, like they can be fungal diseases, or they can be side effects of thyroid, kidney, or immune system. So it can also be allergic reaction, genetics, etc. So there can be more causes, but these are some of the common causes. The first plant that are used against skin disease is Albizia lebec from the family Fabaceae. So here the bark is used. The bark decoction is used for use. They people take bath of the decoction of the bark for a long term in everyday basis, and that ways they reduce the problem of skin disease. The next plant is Arundodonyx from the family Poaceae. So here the stem is used. The stem is pounded and boiled, and the decoction is used. Here again, the decoction is used for taking bath, and continual uses of this decoction for taking bath, they can reduce the skin problems. Last but not the least, this is Tuna ciliata from the family Mediaceae. So here the stem is used and the stem is pounded and boiled, and the decoction is used for taking bath. So that way it reduces the skin diseases. So let's take the summary of the plants we discussed today and the diseases that we talked about. The first diseases that we talked about is kidney stone, and under which we talk about four different plants, including Allium hookeri, Alpinia nigra, Xylosma longifolia, Arborea carambola, or the star fruit. The next disease is piles. Uh, and the plants used include Amelia azadera, or Xylem indicum, Petaria foetida, for toothache, Pezinus kazan, Zetrophacercus, uh, for the problem of urinary tract infection, Allium hookeri, Capsella bursa pastoris, and Cissus discolor were discussed. And for jaundice, Malotria purpusilla, Pavetta indica, Amaranthus viridis, Artocarpus lechuca. These plants were discussed under the jaundice. And lastly, we discussed about skin diseases. And under skin diseases, we discussed about Albizia lebec, Arundodonyx, Tuna ciliata. So here again, I'd like to say that these plants that I discussed here are very less, maybe just 1 to 2%, because there is the time frame that we have. So in the later time, we will try to discuss more on the different aspects of medicinal plants of Northeast India. So that's all for today. Thank you very much.